When it comes to relationships, some signs are more subtle than others, but they speak volumes about how someone truly feels. If you're starting to notice that a guy gets a little more protective or uneasy when other guys are around you, it's likely because his feelings for you have deepened. This reaction, which may initially seem like a sign of insecurity, is actually a clear and natural indication that he's becoming emotionally attached to you. Jealousy, in this case, isn't about controlling your actions or dictating who you interact with. Instead, it's a reflection of the emotional bond he's building with you. It's a sign that he values you not just as a friend, but as someone special he doesn't want to lose. When a guy gets jealous over other guys in your life, it might come across as surprising at first, especially if he hasn't openly confessed his feelings to you yet. You might notice that when another guy chats with you or gives you attention, he becomes a little quieter, or maybe even a bit more clingy, trying to get your attention back. These small changes in behavior can be hard to miss, especially if you're already starting to sense that he might have feelings for you. It's not that he doesn't trust you, he probably does, but it's about the emotional connection that has been forming. He's simply becoming more aware of how much you mean to him, and the thought of someone else potentially taking your attention away is a bit unsettling for him. It's also important to understand that jealousy, in this context, is often a sign of genuine affection. When a guy gets jealous, it's usually because he has already developed strong feelings for you and doesn't want to risk seeing you grow close to someone else. This is where his feelings start to reveal themselves. He cares more than he might be letting on. It's not about trying to control you or make you feel guilty for having other relationships, but rather a natural response to the fear of losing someone he's starting to see as significant in his life. If you've noticed that this guy has started showing small signs of jealousy, you might find that he's also becoming more protective of you in other ways. He'll try to ensure you're safe, support you in different situations, and maybe even go out of his way to help you. These actions are all driven by the same underlying emotion. He wants you to know how much he cares about you and how much he values your presence in his life. The key thing to understand here is that jealousy, in moderation, can be a healthy part of any growing relationship. It's not a sign of possessiveness, but rather a reflection of someone who cares deeply about you and wants to protect the bond that's beginning to form. When a guy gets jealous, when other guys are around you, it's a powerful reminder that he's not just interested in you casually. He's emotionally invested. And that's a sign that he's falling hard for you. 1. He's always making time for you. When someone is truly falling for you, one of the clearest signs is that they make time for you, no matter how busy their schedule is. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle of daily life, but when a person cares about you, they will prioritize spending time with you, even if it means adjusting their own plans. It's not just about the quantity of time, but the quality of it. They'll find ways to fit you into their day, whether it's a quick text during a busy workday, scheduling weekend plans ahead of time, or making sure that you're part of their free moments. This effort is more than just being available. It shows that they value your company and want to create lasting memories with you. They'll make an effort to check in on you, listen to your thoughts, and engage in meaningful conversations. Even when their life is chaotic, they'll find ways to make you feel like a priority. It's not just about being physically present. It's about giving you undivided attention, offering emotional support, and showing interest in your well-being. Making time for someone reflects the depth of their feelings. It's a silent yet powerful way of showing that you matter to them. In today's fast-paced world, where everyone is busy and caught up with their own lives, this is a rare and significant gesture. If he's consistently finding ways to make room for you, whether it's for short moments or long dates, it's a clear indication that he's falling hard for you and doesn't want to miss any opportunity to be with you. 2. He gets nervous around you. When someone is falling deeply for you, they may start to feel nervous or anxious in your presence. This nervousness is often a sign that their feelings for you are more intense than they're comfortable expressing. It's not uncommon for someone to feel a bit out of their element when they're around someone they truly care about. The idea of making a good impression or worrying about saying the right thing can create a sense of vulnerability. This nervous energy can manifest in a variety of ways. He might fidget, stumble over his words, or even blush when he talks to you. His voice might get softer or more tentative, and he could seem a little distracted or unsure of how to act. This nervousness isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's a natural response when someone is deeply invested in making sure they don't mess up in front of the person they like. It shows that he cares about your opinion and wants to be on his best behavior around you. It's important to remember that nervousness doesn't mean he's uncomfortable with you. Quite the opposite. His nervousness is a clear indication that he's attracted to you, and the thought of being around you makes him feel excited and vulnerable. These little signs of nervousness can actually be quite endearing, as they reveal just how much he values the connection you're building. If he seems to get shy or awkward around you, it's a strong sign that he's emotionally invested and falling harder for you than he might even realize. 3. He remembers the small details. When someone is truly falling for you, they start to pay attention to the little things about you that others might overlook. He remembers the small details, the kind of things that show he's genuinely interested in your life, your preferences, and your personality. It's not just about remembering your favorite color or what you like to eat, but also the deeper, more personal aspects of who you are. For example, he might recall the stories you've shared about your childhood, your dreams for the future, or even the specific little quirks that make you unique. Maybe he remembers the way you like your coffee, or how you once mentioned a particular movie that you love. When someone holds onto these small details, it's a sign that they're paying attention in a way that goes beyond surface-level interactions. It shows that they are emotionally invested in getting to know you on a deeper level. This attention to detail not only shows that he listens when you speak, but also that he values what you have to say. It's his way of making you feel seen and appreciated. In a world where it's easy to get lost in the noise, someone who remembers the small things is showing that they care about you and the connection you share. It might seem like a small gesture, but remembering these little things demonstrates that he's falling for you in a way that's both thoughtful and genuine. 4. He's protective of you. When someone is falling hard for you, one of the more telling signs is that they become protective of you. This doesn't necessarily mean being overly possessive or controlling, but rather that they want to ensure your safety and well-being, both physically and emotionally. A protective person wants to shield you from harm and make sure you feel secure, comfortable, and supported in any situation. He might show this protective side in various ways. Perhaps he notices when you're feeling down or stressed and tries to comfort you or offer help. Maybe he looks out for your safety when you're out together, making sure you're never in a risky situation, or he steps in if he sees someone treating you poorly. It's his way of demonstrating that he values you and wants to protect your happiness. This protectiveness can also be emotional. He may become defensive if someone disrespects you or says something hurtful. It's not about controlling your life, but rather about standing up for you and making sure you're treated with the respect and care you deserve. When someone feels protective, it's because they care deeply about you and want to be a source of support and safety in your life. Ultimately, a protective person shows that they're invested in your well-being. They don't want anything to harm you, and their desire to keep you safe is a clear sign that their feelings run deep. If he's protective of you, it's because he's falling hard for you and wants to ensure that you're always cared for and cherished. 5. He compliments you often. When someone is falling for you, one of the most obvious signs is that they'll compliment you often, but not in a superficial way. These compliments go beyond just telling you that you're beautiful or attractive. They're a reflection of how much they appreciate you, both inside and out. Compliments are his way of showing that he notices and values the little things about you, from your appearance to your personality, your sense of humor, or the way you handle situations. He might compliment your intelligence, how kind you are to others, or how you make him feel special when you're around. These compliments aren't just random or generic. They feel sincere and personal. which shows that he's truly paying attention to you. It's not about trying to win your favor with flattery. It's about expressing his admiration for the person you are and how you make him feel. What makes these compliments stand out is that they are frequent and thoughtful. He might notice things that others don't, like the way you light up when you talk about something you love, or the quiet strength you show in tough situations. It's these small, meaningful details that he points out in his compliments, showing that he sees you for who you truly are and is falling for every part of you. Constant compliments are also a way of making you feel valued and appreciated. They're his way of letting you know that you matter to him and that he's genuinely drawn to you. If he's constantly finding new ways to compliment you, it's because he can't help but express how much he admires and appreciates you, whether it's your smile, your confidence, or your kindness. It's a clear sign that his feelings for you are real and deepening with every passing day. 6. He shares personal details with you. When someone is falling for you, one of the most significant signs is that they begin sharing personal details about their life with you. This goes beyond casual conversations and shows that they trust you enough to open up about their thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Sharing personal details isn't something people typically do unless they feel a deep connection and a sense of vulnerability with someone. He might talk to you about his childhood, his dreams, fears, or even past relationships. These aren't just random pieces of information. They're meaningful insights into his inner world. By sharing these personal aspects of his life, he's allowing you to see a side of him that most people don't get to witness. This act of vulnerability shows that he's comfortable around you and wants you to understand him on a deeper level. It's not just about what he shares, but also the way he shares it. He might choose to tell you about his struggles or challenges because he feels safe with you and knows you'll be supportive. Whether it's an emotional moment from his past or his long-term goals for the future, these personal details indicate that he's beginning to see you as someone who's not only a romantic interest, but also a confidant. The willingness to share personal details signals that his feelings for you are growing stronger and that he's letting you into his life in a way that's both intimate and significant. When a person opens up in this way, it shows they trust you deeply and want to build a stronger, more meaningful connection. If he's sharing these parts of his life with you, it's a clear indication that he's falling hard for you and sees you as someone important in his life. 7. He always wants to know about your day. When someone is falling for you, they genuinely care about the little details of your life, including how your day has been. If he's consistently asking about your day, it's a clear sign that he's invested in your happiness and wants to stay connected with you. It might seem like a simple question, but it shows that he's thinking about you and values the time you spend apart as much as the time you spend together. His interest in your day goes beyond just polite conversation. He wants to know how you're feeling, what you've been up to, and whether anything exciting, challenging, or emotional has happened. This constant desire to stay updated on your day-to-day life is a way for him to maintain an emotional connection with you, even when you're not together. It's his way of staying involved and ensuring that you're okay. The way he asks about your day can also reveal how deeply he cares. He might ask follow-up questions like, "How did that meeting go?" Or, "Did you enjoy your time with your friends?" This shows that he's paying attention and genuinely interested in the specifics of your life. It's more than just a surface-level inquiry. It's about staying emotionally tuned into your experiences and supporting you through the ups and downs of daily life. When someone constantly wants to know about your day, it means they're trying to stay connected with you on a deeper level. It's a sign that they're thinking about you often and want to be a part of your life, no matter how busy or chaotic things get. If he always asks about your day, it's a clear indicator that he's falling hard for you and values you more than just as a passing acquaintance. 8. He can't stop smiling around you. When someone is falling for you, one of the most noticeable signs is the constant smile they wear when they're around you. It's not just a polite or casual smile. It's a genuine, effortless expression of happiness that lights up their face every time they see you. The simple act of being in your presence makes them feel joyful and excited, and this is reflected in the way they can't help but smile. Smiling is a natural response to positive emotions, and when he's around you, his smile shows just how much your presence affects him. You might notice that even during conversations or in the midst of a joke, his smile never fades. It's almost like he's happier simply by being near you. This is a clear indicator that he's emotionally engaged and that being with you brings him comfort and joy. His smile might be accompanied by other signs of affection, like softening in his eyes or a warmth in his voice. It's not just a physical response, it's a reflection of the happiness and excitement he feels about you and the connection you share. Even in moments of nervousness or awkwardness, his smile remains a constant, showing that, despite any uncertainties, being with you makes him feel at ease and content. If he can't stop smiling around you, it's a sign that he's falling hard for you. His smile isn't just a facial expression, it's an outward sign of the affection, admiration, and emotional connection he feels for you. It shows that you bring him happiness in a way that no one else does, and he genuinely enjoys every moment spent with you. 9. He makes physical contact. When someone is falling for you, they often express their feelings through physical contact, whether it's a gentle touch on the arm, a playful nudge, or simply standing close to you. These small, subtle gestures are a way of showing affection and creating a deeper connection without needing to say anything. It's a sign that they feel comfortable around you and want to be near you, physically and emotionally. Physical contact can be a powerful way to communicate feelings of warmth, care, and attraction. He might reach out to hold your hand, touch your back, or give you a quick hug, especially during moments of laughter or when sharing a meaningful conversation. These touches aren't random. They often occur when there's a sense of closeness or intimacy, and they make you feel special and valued. It's important to note that this physical contact is often a sign of his growing emotional attachment. He wants to feel connected to you on a deeper level, and touch is one of the most direct ways to do that. Whether it's an affectionate tap, a hand on your shoulder, or even a lingering touch, these moments show that he's falling for you and is eager to create a bond that goes beyond words. Physical contact is also a way for him to express his care and protectiveness. If he's consistently making small gestures of touch, it's because he wants to be close to you and make you feel comfortable and cherished. It's a clear indication that his feelings are evolving and that he's becoming more attached to you as he continues to fall hard for you. 10. He shows jealousy. When someone is falling for you, one of the signs you might notice is subtle jealousy. While it's important for jealousy to remain healthy and not turn into possessiveness, a small amount of jealousy can be a clear indicator of his feelings for you. If he gets a little uncomfortable when another person gets too close to you, or if he notices you giving attention to someone else, it shows that he cares deeply and is protective of your relationship. This jealousy might not always be obvious. It could be something as simple as him subtly changing the topic when another guy's name comes up, or a slightly more cautious demeanor when you talk about spending time with someone else. It's not about trying to control you or be possessive. It's about the fear of losing you or seeing you with someone else. This emotional response occurs because he has developed feelings for you and is starting to see the potential for something more. Jealousy is also a sign of his emotional investment. If he shows signs of jealousy, it's because he values your connection and doesn't want to risk it. It's a reminder that he's thinking about your relationship and wants to ensure that it remains strong. His jealousy is his way of expressing that he's emotionally connected to you and is falling for you in a way that makes him want to keep you close. It's important to note that jealousy, when balanced, is a natural reaction when someone cares about you. It's his way of showing that he's falling hard for you and wants to protect the special bond you share. If he's showing a little jealousy, it's because he cares more than he might be ready to admit. 11. He tries to impress you. When someone is falling for you, one of the most noticeable signs is that they'll go out of their way to try and impress you. Whether it's through their actions, words, or even small gestures, They want to show you their best side and leave a lasting impression. It's their way of showing that they care about your opinion and want you to see them as someone worthy of your attention. This might show up in various ways. He could take extra time to dress well when he knows he's going to see you, or he might share his achievements and talents in a way that highlights what he can offer. He might also engage in thoughtful actions, like planning a surprise for you, helping you with something you need, or even showing off a skill that he thinks might impress you. These actions aren't done to boast. They're a reflection of his desire to win your admiration and affection. Trying to impress you isn't just about showing off. It's about showing you that he's genuinely interested and invested in making you feel special. He's likely putting in the effort because he wants to build a deeper connection with you. And he believes that by impressing you, he can make you see just how much he values you. It's a way of expressing his feelings without directly saying the words. If he's consistently trying to impress you, it's a clear indication that he's falling hard for you. He's eager to show you that he's someone you can rely on, appreciate, and potentially build something meaningful with. His efforts to impress you are a reflection of his desire to win your heart and make you see him as someone who is worth your time and affection. 12. He wants to spend alone time with you. When someone is falling for you, one of the strongest signs is that they want to spend time alone with you. While being around friends or in a group setting can be fun, he will cherish the moments when it's just the two of you. This desire for alone time reflects his deep interest in getting to know you better, without distractions or other people around. It shows that he values your company and enjoys being with you on a more intimate, personal level. Spending time alone gives him the chance to have meaningful conversations, share thoughts and experiences, and create memories together. It's a way of building a stronger emotional connection, away from the eyes of others. Whether it's going for a walk, grabbing coffee, or just sitting in silence together, the goal is to share an experience that feels genuine and personal. The desire for alone time also shows that he feels comfortable and safe around you. He wants to be in your presence without any barriers or interruptions, simply because he enjoys who you are as a person. It's not about being possessive or trying to isolate you from others. It's about wanting to create a deeper bond that's unique to the two of you. If he's consistently seeking out these moments of solitude with you, it's a sign that he's falling hard for you. He wants to share his thoughts and feelings without distractions, and he's eager to experience life with you by his side. Alone time isn't just about spending time together. It's about forming a closer, more meaningful connection that could eventually lead to something even deeper. 13. He gets jealous when other guys are around you. When someone is falling for you, a sign that their feelings are deepening is when they show signs of jealousy, when other guys are around you. This isn't about being overly controlling or possessive, but rather a natural emotional reaction that stems from the care and affection they have for you. When he sees another guy getting your attention, he might feel a little uneasy or protective because he values your relationship and doesn't want to risk losing the special connection you share. The jealousy might be subtle. Perhaps he gets quieter or seems distracted when another guy talks to you, or maybe he'll make an effort to stay close to you in those moments. He might even make small remarks, not out of anger, but more from the discomfort of seeing someone else vying for your attention. This isn't a negative emotion if handled properly. It's simply a reflection of how much he cares and how emotionally invested he is in you. What makes this jealousy significant is that it comes from a place of genuine feelings. He doesn't want to see you with someone else because he's falling hard for you and wants to be the one who shares those moments and experiences with you. His feelings of jealousy show that he's become attached and is starting to see you as someone important in his life. It's important to note that healthy jealousy, when balanced with trust and respect, can be a clear sign that someone is falling for you. If he gets jealous when other guys are around you, it's a way of him expressing how much you mean to him and how deeply he's invested in your relationship. It shows that he's not just interested in you, he's developing strong feelings and wants to make sure you know how much he values you.